Have you ever wondered how a homeless person actually lives day to day? Well, I'm here to tell you, give you some awareness. Hi, my name is Nicole Boris, and I'm here to give some awareness and to kind of educate you on some of the things that I've been through personally and give you some insight into what's actually going on out in the world for people who have and are actually living in the midst of incarceration, homelessness, drug addiction, just being lost. And right now I want to talk about homelessness. So, have you ever thought to yourself about, how people wash up? Is that a thought that passes through your mind? Have you ever smelled somebody on the street? Well, I can tell you from personal experience, I was one of the clean ones. Sometimes I would use a McDonald's bathroom and clean up. One time we got really inventive and we found in one of those things that pumps insect repellent everywhere. One of those big things that you put insect repellent in, that you would douse the outside of a house with pesticides. And we cleaned it out and we put water in it. And you can put it on different pumps, so it would be used as a shower. And we used it as a shower. You would pump it and it would spray like a shower would. There's been different inventive ways of washing up. But what would be really helpful is if shelters would have showers that the public could use during the day, that the homeless can use during the day. Now, there is some places that do have showers, like Naples. They have showers that are open to the public. Now, it got closed for COVID, which sucks. And then, of course, there's some showers on beaches. But, there's not a lot that's going on for people. And some people are not inventive and, just walk around stinking. And it's really not cool. Also, laundry. In Flagler County, there's not even a homeless shelter. In the whole county, there's not a homeless shelter. There's not even many outreach services, which is sad. If you think about all the churches and things that are around, and there's only one place that's doing any outreach services whatsoever, and there's no homeless shelter. There's no showers. There's no nothing. And just think about that statewide, how many counties have nothing for the homeless. And then on top of it, what happens is cops trespass the homeless when they get caught with a tent somewhere. And then they get trespassed and trespassed and trespassed and thrown in jail for trespassing. They have nowhere to go, no shelter to go to, so they're trespassed from everywhere, but they have no shelter to go to, so where are they supposed to go? There's no services offered to house them. There's no transitional housing offered where they can get an ID and get a job and get off the streets. Nothing is offered to them to help them get their life straight. Some places don't have any rehabilitation. There's nothing that's being offered. So they're stuck just getting incarcerated, which, as you've seen from my previous videos, causes more trauma. Then they get set back out on the streets with no transportation, no housing, and the process starts all back over. With no education about why this is happening to them, and with no resources to help them, nothing changes. The system is broken. Now, in some cities, this is not the case. There is a plethora of resources available. There's homeless shelters, there's halfway houses, there's rehabilitation centers. But not all cities are alike. Not all towns are alike. We need to start sending resources to the places that need it. And we need resources to be in the jails. So let's start spreading the word. How is your city? How is your town? And have you been to your local jail? Is there a shelter near your area? Is there showers? Is there a way that you can give out sandwiches or food to somebody in need? Is there a way for you to give a McDonald's gift card or a backpack from the Dollar Tree? Yes, Dollar Trees have backpacks for $1.25, and you can get hygiene items at Dollar Tree as well. You can carry backpacks with you in your car. I do, with hygiene items. There's different ways that you can help. And it says in the Bible, we who are strong ought to bear with the failings of the weak and not to please ourselves. Each of us should please the neighbor for his good, to build him up. For even Christ did not please himself, but as it is written, the insults of those who insult you have fallen on me. And then there's another scripture, and that was Romans 15. And then Romans 14:13 says, therefore, let us stop passing judgment on one another. Instead, make up your mind not to put a stumbling block of obstacle in your brother's way. So, let us be the hands and feet of Jesus and allow us to help others in need. You may not realize this, but because people that are on the streets, frequently don't have a way to get mail, they cannot get food stamps. They cannot get a free phone by the government. They cannot get access to all these things. Also, in places like Flagler County, it's hard to get transportation without an address or proof of low income and so on and so forth. You have to have proof of having no income. How do you have proof of having no income with no income? Things like that. So I want to give props out to the place called the Sheltering Tree. They are doing the most for Flagler County, and I just want to thank them. And for the churches that need to step up over here, I just pray that you guys do and that more can be done. Some transitional homes or some funding, to house people for at least like a month in some transitional homes or something. And, we need some public showers and we need a shelter or transitional homes, something. And just something needs to be done. And, I think about different ideas all the time. I think about how tires can be used to make like the Crocs that we had in prison. Like how old tires could be used to make shoes for, not just the homeless, but for people in Africa and other countries. There's so many different innovative ideas that we can use and put our minds together. There's just so many things that we could do to make a change. And there's so much money. Do you know 100% of our resources, out of 100% of our resources, 18% of the people that are the richest are using 80% of our resources? 18% are using 80% of our resources. And that's pretty sad. So let's not judge the people on the streets because we don't know what's actually going on in the background. And if they are struggling, with addiction issues and so on and so forth, they may not have a way to stop. They may not know how. And if they don't want to, well, we can't judge them for that either. All right, until next time, God bless.